Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the best thing about growing up as a publican was the fact that every day you got to meet some amazing people, and in a lot of ways that's my favourite part of the job of being a federal MP. You can give or take Canberra, and we're coming to the end of a long sitting season, but well, you get to be the local member here. But you get to go home, and every weekend in sitting weeks and every week you get to knock around with some amazing people. True, as a publican, if you don't get on with them, you can tell them to go away. But as a politician, you have to be politically correct, and I almost was politically incorrect there, Madam Speaker. But a couple of weeks ago, I met a bloke who I have no doubt will be a mate of mine for the rest of my life. He is an amazing character. And his story began in 1986 in my local area when he was ordained the pastor of the Ashfield Uniting Church Parish. And his name is the Reverend Bill Cruz. And, Madam Speaker, coming from Sydney yourself, you might occasionally turn the dial to 2GB and you might hear John Singleton at 11:30 each morning announcing that the loaves and fish at the Ashfield Uniting Church is open for the day. But the story for Bill began there in '86, and it started as simply as opening his church to the homeless, and every now and then, and it started on a Monday night, giving them a bite to eat. And from all good things, great things grow, and this is no exception. Bill, after 3 years of doing this in an ad hoc fashion, in '89, with the help of John Singleton and in only Singo's style, at the end of winning a Group 1 race at Randwick one day, donating the winning cheque to Bill Cruz, they kicked off their amazing escapades, which continue not only to this day, but having met the man and hearing his vision, I don't know where it will end, and that was the most exciting part of meeting him a couple of weeks ago. 25 years later, that facility offers 2 meals a day, 7 days a week. They are catering, and these numbers are staggering. And it's sad, but it's so refreshing to see someone enter this space in such a humble way to provide such a needed service in our local community. Bill is serving, and his crew at Exodus there at Ashford are serving 1,000 meals a day, 365 days a year. But not to be, and that keeps increasing with time. Not to stop there, in 2009, knowing that there was a need for his service outside of the area, he purchased his first food van. And he's now in the Woolloomooloo area every night, offering the same service for 2 hours to local homeless there. The donations that Bill and his team attract there, that what they have built at this facility to cater for the needs of those less fortunate in our area, is mind-blowing. And the exciting thing, having a chat with Bill that day, Bill's not done. And I know that in other areas of my electorate, when we tossed around some ideas that day of things we could do, particularly in the asylum seeker and refugee space, Bill was chomping at the bit to come over and have a look. And I've put in a request for Scott Morrison, Minister Morrison, to come and have a look as well. But, Madam Speaker, you cannot come away from this place in anything else other than awe at the humility of a man that has devoted himself not only to God but to his local community in a way which so aptly reflects what Jesus has told us in the Bible. Growing up in a religious family, my 2 all-time favourite Bible passages, in the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus tells us, "Whatsoever you do to the least of my brothers, that you do to me." And in the Gospel of Luke, Jesus tells us again that he wants doers, not talkers. Madam Speaker, those 2 verses are no better displayed than by this amazing man and the team he has put around him. Bill knocks around with, houses and feeds the least of our brothers 7 days a week, 365 days a year. They're his brothers, they're my brothers, they're our brothers. And he doesn't just talk about it, he gets out there and does it. Madam Speaker, as you can see, it's made an impact on me. He will be a mate for the rest of my life. He is an inspiring character who I hope, for what time I have in this place, I can help him, but forget that, I hope to do more and more after I leave here as well. Thank you, Madam Speaker.